can use. Easy. Just wanted to come up here in front of the world to say congratulations and finally put our differences behind us. I would never do anything to take away from your special night that you so rightfully deserve. Trey, but before you finish up, there's just one thing I want to mention that you left out of your speech. You see, Red wasn't 100% honest about what led to her retirement and later her best friends. In fact, it turns out she has a little secret, which is the real reason she walked away from WWE.
You have to do something. She's gonna ruin everything. I'm sorry, but I'm done hiding this for us. It's over.
What really happened was I found out the truth behind this secret, and she didn't want me to tell anyone. So she chose to retire instead. But I couldn't sit back and let her get away without everyone knowing the real Red. So let's start with this. That lovely older couple in the audience, they're not Trey's parents. I know, because they're fakes I hired to be here. That letter you got that said they were coming tonight, also a fake. But if you want to see your real parents, I can make that happen. Here they are. Yeah, that pretty much says it all. And look at the date there. They were already long gone by the time we were in high school. Which makes you wonder, Trey, how could they have written you a letter? Maybe someone else wrote it to try to manipulate you into doing whatever they wanted. And maybe that person was so miserable and lonely, they had to resort to something morbid like that to ensure they always had a friend at their side. But who would do such a terrible thing? Certainly not your so-called best friend, right?
Damn, that's tough.
Is this true?
We're not finished here. If you come any closer, I will crush his neck. And the same goes for anyone else. If you try to stop us, I will end him.
What did she tell you? What did she say?
Oh my God, Hall of Fame fight! 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 Look, I'm doing a broadcast of WWE. Look, I'm almost done with the whole story mode. That man really was about to snap my neck.
But she says that she tells you the whole time what to do. Like if the whole time all she's doing is telling you what to do or what not to do. She sounds annoying as hell.
Yes, she is. Yes, but that's my mom.
Of course.
You know, I talked to her.
And what does she say? What else does she say?
Oh my God, I wasn't ready for that.
Does she know everything?
Know everything about what?
Does she know?
Know what?
That I'm your girlfriend here?
I just told, didn't you hear me telling my future girlfriend?
So why would she say that to you then?
She's weird, man. My mom, she does nothing, man.
Oh, weird.
You ready? Come on, let's play. You wanna play?
I'm doing the story mode.
So we can't play?
In a couple of minutes?
Couple of minutes? Okay, bro.
I'm almost done with the whole story mode.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I gotta get you clothes for tomorrow.
What the hell? So it's actually real. go against everybody
But did you tell her you didn't do
on the
that?
whole thing that I went against in the
Well, what did you
whole
tell her?
career and get everybody to yellow house. I'm just gonna keep on doing this. Oh,
She could do worse today.
Yes,
told you, bro.
She sounds terrible.
Yeah, she is the one. It's my mom, and I love her a lot. And I love my mom a lot, and I love her. You know, even though I don't live with her, and I'm talking every 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
You talked to her this weekend when you guys went to cut a haircut on Thursday or Friday.
I did. I don't remember. Yeah, but I don't talk to her too much.
But yeah.
My point is, I don't talk to her too much, and when I talk to her, I like to.
And she's the mom of the nerd, no?
Yeah, so and it's them, yes. Which the permission I took her, she let me.
She was you for 10 years.
Yeah, you know, and I love her, you know, 'cause she taught me a lot of different things, you know.
But she sounds,
Es pesada. Esa es la palabra, no, pesada.
I don't know, I can't do
No,
it because
yeah.
I don't know, but she
Mira,
sounds like a
mira,
sergeant.
mira. No, mira.
That was already on the
That's what I hear.
Mírame, esa es mi mamá. Yo la amo. Pero no la amo más que mi mamá. O sea que la palabra pesada es pesada.
Bro, I
But she's
missed.
the only one that was bossy. Because your real mother's not bossy. She's a party. And she's sweet, she's affectionate, but this was a, oh,
No, get it twisted. You know supposed to do that. Yeah. She's so lovely.
and what else was she telling me?
I was gonna tell me to do the same thing with Becky Lynch. Because gonna tell me to do the same thing with her other person. But they're all gonna cheat on me?
And what was she saying about your kids? Yeah, because she probably thinks that now since you live here, and because you're in a relationship, they're not going to come. She thinks that? I see. I even tell you, I asked her. Did she ask you? Yeah, I always ask her. Did I see you talk to him? To make sure you call him. But you never called him back. You said you weren't going to call him. And I even told you that if they come here, they can stay here. She doesn't answer. She didn't answer 2 days.
Or she does pick up, or she just doesn't come with them all day, or I'll call you later, and that's it. But, no, that's it.
Wait, when it says you reach prestige, you can get something new.
She has a dog.
You get to 27, you're about.
Let me show you.
Got me thinking about my head and what I could do to help.
What's up, Poppy? You ready? I want to play right before I go, man. How long you gonna be done?
He didn't walk or he hasn't danced.
Right, let's dance. Oh, there you go. We shouldn't even play WWE. We should dance. I just remember that was the deal. We're gonna go walk and we're gonna dance. You're smiling, right? You're smiling, right? That was the deal already.
Yeah.
That me and Mom were gonna walk and we're gonna come back and dance with you, right?
Tomorrow we're gonna play WWE and.
Do you need me to make
Yeah.
another ice machine run?
What was it doing? Okay, show
You know, there's some wounds that ice can't heal.
You have to admit, that was a pretty cheesy line.
That's nice of you that you.
You know, you have a really strange way of apologizing.
I'm sorry. It's just, we've been working through this all night, and I think I'm starting to lose it. Look, you know how I truly feel. You also know me better than anyone else. I made a stupid decision to protect you when we were kids, and it just kept escalating from there. I wanted to tell you so many times, but it got harder and harder, especially when you started leaving the tickets. I couldn't bring myself to take that away from you. It would be like you finding out that America's Next Top hand model was fixed.
Wait, is it? Did you hear something?
No, I was just using that as an example.
Okay. Because I don't think I could handle that right now.
Yeah.
I think I always knew deep down that it was all too good to be true. That I'd never meet them. But I guess a part of me wanted to believe that maybe something bigger would come out of all of this. That it wasn't just about action figures or championships or entertaining millions of people. That it would help me find a part of myself that was missing.
But maybe something bigger did come out of all this. This wasn't about finding two people who would fill a hole in your life. It was about millions of people finding you to fill holes in their lives.
He's ugly. Sorry, but she's pretty. Sorry.
Now that was cheesy.
But it's true.
Maybe.
I have something.
She?
Please don't tell me this is a letter from my long-lost aunt and uncle telling me to forgive my best friend.
That ugly thing?
Just open
You're
it.
lying on this.
What's this all about?
It's our new list. On one of my ice machine runs, or maybe it was one of the times you locked me out of the room. I can't remember, but I made some phone calls to management, and it's unprecedented, but they've agreed to let us get revenge on Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at tomorrow night's WrestleMania. Assuming you're on board.
I guess we're coming out of retirement. This has to be some kind of record.
There's one other thing you need to know. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe agreed to the match, but only if we put our Hall of Fame spots on the line.
You really want to do this?
If we don't fight back after what they did, then we don't deserve those spots.
Package deal. I'm in.
Yeah, I've seen that picture.
I don't want to do it, but Chief. That place looks really good. So we're gonna fight Samoa Joe. We're fighting Samoa Joe and his little whore.
What happened, puppy?
I'm gonna fight Samoa Joe. And
You gonna beat him or what?
I don't know, in the whole story mode he keeps on hitting me and ruining
You're a pretty
and then
face,
he
Andres.
has a best.
I don't even know which one am I, to be honest. How do you know which one am I? You say
I
Andres.
think you're this
Hey,
one.
just wanted to let you know, I left 2 open seats in the audience just like you always did.
Why? I mean, obviously my birth parents aren't showing up anytime soon. So was it just for good luck or out of respect
And he
or
was
something?
cute as a baby walking to after him was ugly.
Oh, one day we
He was a cute baby though.
What?
I think you're the middle one.
Yeah.
I think so.
Imagine she just puts graves in the seats.
What if some of the pictures are as romantic?
Go to match.
You like it? What is that, Super Bowl? That's like the same pictures of the nerd, Andres. Get out of that nerd.
Okay, we saw this one, right?
Yeah, go somewhere else. So her and your mom are sisters.
Bro, am I almost done with WWE Spring Mode yet? Because I thought I was. And now they're coming back out of retirement. Or are they just doing it for one match?
You seen this picture now? You wanna see it?
We'll see now.
It's time for the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment.
In your
Welcome
whole life.
to WrestleMania. If you've somehow been off the
Yo,
grid
what's
for
up?
the past 24 hours, then you missed the news that we have a huge last-minute change to tonight's event. After being ambushed at the conclusion of their Hall of Fame speech,
hell is
Red
that?
and
Bro,
Trey
what is this
will seek
movie?
revenge against
Movie.
Brooklyn Von
I like
Braun and Samoa
this.
Joe.
Oh,
And saying that the stakes are high feels like a severe understatement. If Brooklyn and Samoa Joe can defeat Red and Trey, they will take their spots in the WWE Hall of Fame. And we never seen anything like this before, and it's highly improbable we ever will again.
I don't care. Let me just fight. Are we going together now?
With respect to every competitor who enters the ring tonight and every championship that's contested, it's now time for the most important match of the evening. Red and Trey are here.
Of course we got the broken list. Of course we have the broken list falling from the sky. The broken list. That was the list that keeps on making them continue in WWE. And then this girl broke it because of their face.
I believe it's supposed to symbolize their new list, and there's only one thing on it. Beat Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
I'll punch him. The club is weird.
How you say a dirty
Glad
dog?
you're here.
He's a dirty dog.
Oh, my stepdad.
I think that might have been Trey's adopted parents sitting at ringside. I think you're right, Byron.
So she did her tits?
It would be really cool if they had his action figure. Mom, my broadcast just heard you say her tits. Can you not? A broadcast is a YouTube video that's live that you can't edit.
So delete?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh my God.
Let's get this match on the way. Trabati. What's her name again?
And now here are the two superstars who want nothing more than to take everything from Red and Trey to essentially erase their legacies in a single night. It's the so-called American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe.
Yeah, these two have a much different kind of bond
That's
than Red
Samoa.
and Trey. It's an affiliation based on shared hatred for their opponents tonight, dating back years in both cases.
Full disclosure, I think we're looking at the newest members of the WWE Hall of Fame class. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe have been unstoppable from both a mental and physical standpoint since the moment they joined forces. Red and Trey would have a hard time stopping them if they were at full strength, and we know they're not even close to that.
No.
And there you see Red and Brooklyn
Oh,
facing
Samoa
off.
Ho, nobody
There's so
cares.
much history between these two. We're talking decades of hostility.
I don't know if it'll ever end, but we'll get at least some kind of resolution after tonight's contest is over.
Bro, can I skip this already?
We're not sure who's going to start the match tonight. It actually looks like Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are discussing that right now.
She takes about 30 pictures a day.
Apparently it'll be Samoa Joe and Trey.
Brooklyn's going to make Red wait to get her hands on her.
Yet another calculated move from the American hero.
This is it. Here we go.
Oh, him?
WrestleMania is often called the showcase of the immortals.
Now I got my hands on you, boy. Not to body you.
Trying to save it by retaining their spots in the
Oh,
WWE.
Samoa Ho, you can't get nowhere now, dude. Get up. Get up so I can hit you with the tornado,
Destroyed their original
Trash.
career-defining list and nearly did the same thing to their friendship. Just proves their bond is unbreakable. They truly are a package deal.
While I agree with you on that, you have to consider what I said earlier. There's no way Red and Trey are 100 or even 50% after the brutal attack just 2 nights ago. Mark my words, that will be a factor at some point in this career-defining match. One of the brightest highlights of Samoa Joe's career came at 2017's Extreme Rules. There he defeated 4 of WWE's top superstars in a fatal 5-way. Most people would not look forward to an immediate future that involves facing Brock Lesnar, but Samoa Joe thrived in the situation, overcoming the odds to become the #1 contender
Well, she has a
to the
telephone
Universal
too, what the hell?
Championship. He's been quickly taking control here. It's starting to come together in a big way for this guy. Malicious.
And that was your daughter's teacher. And known for since before they go.
I'm gonna jump off before this overspeed.
She ran her down. When I was with it was that. And we went to
gentlemen were reflecting on the fatal five-way and Extreme Rules. Now, I've known Samoa Joe for a long time, and I have never seen him more focused than he was for the opportunity to become the #1 contender. Joe's in-ring IQ really showed that night.
Yeah, he used an alliance with Bray Wyatt to whittle down the competition before applying the Coquina clutch on Finn Balor. For all Samoa Joe's power, it was his intellect that earned him a Universal Championship match.
Come on, kid. Come on, Samoa Ho.
The championship title up for grabs here. By the end of this match, it'll finally have a home.
That's the guy.
Samoa Joe with his back against the wall. Trey escapes the Uranagi, and now he's got Samoa Joe in the Coquina clutch. Takes Brooklyn down. Hold on. Is this actually happening? It is. Red and Trey of Brooklyn by Braun and Samoa Joe locked in their own submission hold.
After everything that's happened among these four adversaries, this feels like the perfect ending.
Don't get ahead of yourself. They need to actually finish them off. Can Red and Trey do the unthinkable? Will Brooklyn and Samoa Joe give up?
Tap, fool, tap. We won. Oh my God. We beat the trash people.
Look at her drama. Look at her face. You know she's happy.
She's happy, yeah. She's like,
Let's go! Let's go! Hey, let's go!
Okay.
Right? That's how it is there, right?
This was your night, Red and Trey.
Congratulations for the second time on your
It's the
Hall
trash,
of Fame induction.
She was a nursing kid. She's a pretty old lady. She is pretty.
You suck.
But half of her
You
is
suck. You suck. You suck. We won.
Oh, you won? Good job, Bobby.
Against the people who ruined their careers and did so much rude stuff, and then they finally beat them.
So that means we can play,
And
right?
then they made us retired.
So that means we can play?
matches in person, but we were always watching on TV.
I'm
Proud of you, son.
No.
Can I still?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
there's a
don't
lot of
know.
catching up to do. I'm sorry about that.
We all are. It's okay.
We have something for you. There's some maintenance guy from the arena was selling it online. Wasn't cheap.
Luckily, we've gotten good at puzzles in our old age.
Oh my gosh! I thought I lost you, but you're back.
There's one thing left on there we need to finish crossing off.
It appears that the list has somehow been salvaged.
Red and Trey can now pick up where they left off 2 nights ago. Tonight we witnessed an unexpected victory, an unexpected reconciliation, and finally the unexpected return of what some would think is just an old scrap of paper. But it was more than that to Red and Trey. It's what led them to this very moment that to them was expected all along. They may not have known how they'd end up here, but they knew when they created this in.
Red and Trey, you deserve it.
Let's go, bro.
Look at the old man, but the old man's pretty strong to be old. No? But they don't take pictures of him.
Oh, Nani said to call her when you get.
You told her I won't walk you?
Yeah, because she called me. I mean, called you. And then I told her I'm gonna just call her when you're home, but I forgot. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winners of tonight's match.
Pero we haven't walked over there. Mami, no que yo ahora mismo me dijo que you called when I went outside that I only walked around the block once because Chucky didn't want to walk and I told him I have to. My leg is getting worse every day.
But I was dancing here.
And Chupi lied to me. Chupi told me that
I
he
was
was
dancing.
gonna walk with me and dance with me. He hasn't danced for a while.
Yeah, I did dance. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop him off in a little bit.
Dude, trust him.
He's my boyfriend. Not you, Andre. Andres is kidding.
Oh, did you?
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Chupi.
Oh, sorry. I did.
Look at Andre. Andre. You're wild.
Bro, I completed it. Look. My career completed.
My sugar was really high and I had a bad headache and Chupi didn't want to walk. Oh, Andres, my dad gave her the number of Diego. That's the guy, right?
Let me get to Diego.
No, she's got the number. Diego's the guy of the church, right?
Yes.
And why would he give you the number?
He called you. Tell her he called Super Anthony.
He called Andres today asking for Giovanni. Then my dad is asking what day during the week is he gonna see him.
Just where we're gonna live, just like
Andres is gonna be 11. Don't call him now. Andres, call him tomorrow and ask him what day we can meet up with him.
Yeah, he did tell me that. But remember, he did tell me.
Okay, so tell him what day and listen. Ask him. Okay, wait, hold on. Andres is listening. Look, Andres. Call him and ask him what days and which location is he available for Hop. House of Peace.
Oh.
Andres will call.
Yeah, ¿cómo se llama tu mamá?
Doris.
Miss Doris, don't worry about it. I'll find out tomorrow and I'll let you know.
I called, but when I called, it went directly to voicemail.
No, don't worry. I saw, he called me today and I got his number and everything. And as soon as I get the chance tomorrow morning, I'll call him and I'll let you know.
Alright, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
We're gonna be just fine. We're gonna live just like
Mommy. Did you say now they want to close the whole city down again?
They want to close the whole city down. That school's not going to open this year. Remember what I'm telling you.
Now I'm going to go to school tomorrow for
Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.